Hey, what's good, everybody? Glad to see y'all here. Yeah, give us a few seconds for us to come in. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I hope everybody's enjoying the the pre-festivities if you're watching those. I'm not going. I got something to do. I got work to do, but then I will be watching the game. Trust and believe that. And I'm representing my squad continuously because I am Raider Nation. This was a really good year for us, but hey, yeah, can't win them all. We ain't won nothing this year. But I don't want to talk about that. We're going to keep it bad. We don't want to talk about no bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't go bringing me no bad news, right? But no, what I wanted to talk today about was Super Bowl ads. You know, a lot of people are watching the Super Bowl and, ads bringing a whole rack of bread, as we all know. And so I wanted to talk a little bit today about Super Bowl ads from a business perspective, because I never like to just look at stuff and just enjoy it. I really want to just, get deeper into it to see how it could benefit myself, benefit my clientele, and benefit you, my listening and watching audience. Hey, before I get started, tell me what your favorite Super Bowl ad is. You know, whatever one you could remember. I know like the Budweiser joints was big for a minute and all that type of stuff. So go ahead, drop in the comments, if you're on Twitter, you can just retweet it. What your favorite ad was? Like I said, mine was definitely the probably the why I don't know. I don't know if I even have a favorite one, but there were a lot of them that were very, very memorable. And so today I just want to kind of talk about why those ads they're basically memorable and they've made. Well, let's talk about why people spend so much money on them first. Then we'll talk about why they make them memorable and even tips that we can use when making our own ads, and why it's important to do so. So it's a quick start. So we talk about Super Bowl ads. Number one, this year, last year was $7 million per 30 seconds. That's a lot of money to be spending. If I had $7 million, I promise you, I would buy a Super Bowl ad. I really would. But actually, you need more than $7 million because then you want to make sure you have the right people in place to create the ad. So most of the time, people end up spending about $10 to $13 million in between creation and promotion of the ad itself. And Fox has reported to have sold out of all 80 ad spots. So all the commercial slots have been sold, anywhere between $6 and $7 million a piece. Some even more because depending on where they put them, they have to bid because everybody wants a couple of slots. We're going to talk about that in a second as well. Now at $7 million over with 80 ads, that's $560 million in ad revenue from one show. Now, when we think about that, that means if people are willing to spend $560 million in ads, that means they can pretty much, they're estimating and they're predicting that they'll be able to make a whole lot more than that. Now, one thing that, even in thinking about your ads, when you're creating ads, when you're, getting that type of revenue, if you've never bought ads, it means that you should. Because if companies are willing to spend this much money, knowing that they get a return on their investment, then you should be doing the same things. We have to get out of a poverty or even a cheap mindset where we don't want to spend in order to make. Scared money don't make money. And obviously these people are not scared to make money. And that means there are 100 million people expected to watch the Super Bowl this year. That's a lot. They actually think that this may be the most watched Super Bowl between a lot of the castle intrigue when it comes to these quarterbacks, and then the halftime show, which a lot of people I know, like some people went there just to see the halftime show, or just to be in the area wearing Fenty because Rihanna's on the halftime show. That's amazing to me. But that means that these companies are paying basically $14.30 per person for 30 seconds. So getting somebody's attention during the Super Bowl, one person, you're paying a company $14.29 per person to do so. Now, a lot of us won't pay $14.29 for Facebook ads, for Twitter ads, for Instagram ads because we're scared. We want to get out of that mindset because this advertising, marketing is what makes money. Promotions is so important. But we're talking in particular about Super Bowl ads. What makes Super Bowl ads special? Number one, it's the most watched annual sporting event in the world. There's no event that comes on every year that has more people watching it. And for decades, companies have worked to make Super Bowl ads the most memorable ads you'll see throughout the entire year. Again, they go viral all the time. Not only will what gets played be seen today, of course, they're going to be shown other times on television, but they now become YouTube, or there'll be whole YouTube channels dedicated to Super Bowl ads. People begin to rank Super Bowl ads, so that gives them even more play. So yes, it's very important that they make them good, so that they'll be memorable and people will be able to see them. So many people watch solely for Super Bowl ads. I was just talking yesterday with somebody said they're going to watch the Super Bowl because they want to see the commercials and the halftime show. Nothing else really matters to them. Me, I'm a football fan. Like I said, I'm Raider Nation forever. So I really want to, make sure, that I really want to see that. So let me make this a little bigger so everybody be able to see it. Let me see. It's better. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully you can see it better now. So yeah, Rob, yeah, Coca-Cola joints is pretty good. Yeah, I like them joints. Let's really talk about successful Super Bowl ads and what they encompass. Number one, they're relevant. Super Bowl ads are often highly relevant to current trends and interests of the viewers. This allows them to create an impactful message that resonates with their audience. Second, most of the time they're funny, because it's one of the most watched sporting events in the world. They're known for being funny, entertaining. Many brands use humor to create an emotional connection with their audience, which makes it more memorable. If somebody says "why" to you, or "bud," why? You automatically, do that. I even think about the Hucklebuck song. Being from DC, Saquon used to get out of them. Okay, I'm getting a whole little rant about that. But they often use humor. Also, there isn't any type of emotional appeal, even if it's not always humor. There'll be something that grabs a person's attention to give a lasting impression. Sometimes they'll be sad. Like, oh my goodness, try to make people cry, or they'll do things to get people excited. With a lot. Sometimes I guarantee there'll be some type of movie trailer that drops tonight. They can see people excited, but they really just want to continuously stand out from their competitors throughout the entire event. Then there's also the use of celebrities, not just celebrity endorsements, but sometimes you'll see a celebrity that you did not expect doing something in an ad. Like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Why was he in this ad? But it makes it memorable, because you not only do you remember these people, but you also remember what they're doing in their ads. Timeliness. Again, they're the top of the trends when it comes to advertising campaigns, and so they're able to stay relevant, and their message is timely and up to date with current events. I guarantee tonight you will see a lot of course, there'll be things related to Rihanna, because she's doing the halftime show, and they know a lot of her fans. She, the Navy, quote unquote, whatever they call themselves, will be watching. So you're gonna see a lot of things that are relevant to them. You'll see things that are very relevant to just social issues, or social norms or social trends that are going on. And you, as a business person, I encourage you to watch, not just to be entertained, not just to be informed, but also do it for yourself. Look at how you can use all of these things in your advertisement, in your promotions. Then pop culture referencing, like I said, they really like to relate to their viewers by connecting them with something or someone that they already know and love. And last but not least, they tell stories. They like it to be memorable. They weave narrative into the commercial, and they even weave narrative throughout numerous commercials. Those who may buy 5 or 6 ads, they'll tell a story in one, and then the next commercial, which may be after another commercial break, they're telling another part of the story, all the way so that during different parts of the game is telling the story, and it even keeps you engaged and waiting for their commercial to come on. So all of that is very, very important in understanding and knowing and wanting to be a part of. Let me get that off there. And be a part of this wonderful industry of commercialism, which I like I said, I don't have a problem. Me, I love business, and I want us, those who are my clients, my followers, those who are just around paying attention, to be as equipped and prepared and know what those who are successful and are consistently successful do to create that success. And advertising is one of them. If you need help with advertising, please feel free to reach out. You can set up a discovery call. You can, jump in my DMs. Also, there is I do have a ad special that's going on. If you go to fbads.launchwithcarl.com, we're doing $77 ads, which is extremely cheap. It's about 90% off of what we normally do, just because we're really trying to help people to do better, right? So that's about it for now. I know everybody, get back to the game. You come back, watch this. Please like, share, subscribe. Going to be doing some really good stuff this week. I've really charted out the things that I'm going to be showing this week because, again, I'm doing this continuously going live all the time. I had to make some adjustments because I've learned that weekends really are not good because of the way that I honor the Sabbath. Friday and Saturday aren't really good days for me to go live, so I made that adjustment purposefully. But I'm going to keep on. So I'm going to keep doing it anyway. On the other 5 days of the week. So please, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, metaphysical speculations, want a free discovery call, go ahead and reach out to the kid. Enjoy the Super Bowl. For the record, I'm going for the Eagles. I'm not going to say fly, Eagles, fly, none of that kind of stuff, but I do want them to win. I was a Reggie White fan, Randall Cunningham fan, Michael Vick fan. Hey, so yeah. So for historical purposes, and I've never ever rooted for the Chiefs ever in life. I'm a Raider fan. How could I do that? All right. So y'all have a good one. Later.